Monday night, January the 23rd, fantastic professional wrestling card that includes the rematch we've all been waiting for. The talk of wrestling experts not only in this area but throughout the wrestling world. Sheik with the title defense, the challenger, former champion Bob Backlund, the Iron Sheik, and the classy Fred Blassie, looking a bit like Yasser Arafat at this hour.
Listen, you pencil neck geek, I want the rest of those pencil neck geeks out there regain their voice. When that happened, they couldn't speak. They were speechless. Yet I told you beforehand what would happen. My man, the Iron Sheik, would win the World Heavyweight title. And now, Bob Backlund, that chicken liver manager of yours, he couldn't stand the pain you were receiving. He threw in a towel. Well, I'm not that type of manager. They'd have to kill the Iron Sheik before I'd even think about throwing in a towel.
Iron Sheik, Sheik Alahani, your thoughts on all of this?
You know, خدمت همه شنوندگان ایرانی عزیز سلام عرض میکنم. Bob Backlund, Ayatollah Khomeini is so happy. Ayatollah Beheshti, Ayatollah Blassie, everybody is so happy in the Tehran, Iran, big celebration, big party. I just want to know.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. The Iron Sheik, his manager, Fred Blassie. This man has got quite a title defense in store for him at Madison Square Garden on the 23rd. Tito Santana talking about title bouts on this sensational card. You're going to be meeting the Intercontinental Champion, the magnificent one, Don Muraco. Your thoughts?
Well, Gene, this is a long time in the waiting for me, Gene. I've been working hard for 7.5 years, and I've been trailing Muraco for almost a year. A dream is coming true for Tito Santana, and it couldn't happen in a better place. You know, Muraco has held that belt for almost 2 years now, maybe longer. But Don Muraco, I don't agree the way you've been holding on to that belt. I know exactly where you're coming from. Le garantizo a toda la gente, latinos que me están escuchando, esa es la oportunidad para mí que he esperado años. Y ahora tengo la oportunidad aquí en Madison Square Garden de luchar en contra de Muraco y quitarle la faja enfrente de todos los latinos. Y es lo que más quiero yo porque represento a toda la gente latina de América. ¡Arriba!
Well, a great one. The Mexican star, Tito Santana, to challenge Don Muraco. Six-man tag team action, the Samoans, to meet the trio of Tony Atlas, Rocky Johnson,
I speak Spanish,
and Andre the Giant.
New York area. Let me say a few words to the Spanish-speaking fans.
So, go ahead.
Túteles, amigos. Tele que pases, amigos. Te bote de capata, Tito Santana. Chante de beco, una cota, si la cucaracha, y habla española, y siete.
All right. Don Muraco, on the subject of Tito Santana, if you could address yourself to the man who's going to be challenging you for this coveted belt.
Whew. You know, they've come, and they've stood in lines, and they walked to the door at Madison Square Garden. Because when you go to the Garden, you go to see the Stones, you go to see Mick Jagger. You go to see the Jacksons, you go to see Michael. When you go to see professional wrestling, you go to see magnificence. So now, Tito Santana, the hot wind that blows in from the California desert, you come into the Big Apple, you come into Madison Square Garden, you come into my playground where I have fun, where 22,000 people jump on their feet and scream in hatred and scream in anger because I am magnificent. And every time I've stood there, every time I've looked anybody in the eye, and I've said exactly what I say right now. I have never given up to nobody. I have never said stop to anybody. You can break, and you can squeeze, and you can twist me, but especially on the quarter 8th and 33rd, which I consider my home ground.
Ooh, he's sick. My man is sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Square Garden, the big one, Monday night, January the 23rd. 2 title bouts, 6-man tag team action. In addition, 4 of the world's greatest midgets in tag team action. In addition, Chief Jay Strongbow, newcomer, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the superstar, Iron Mike Sharp, and many, many others. It reads like the who's who in professional wrestling. January the 23rd, Monday night, Madison Square Garden. It's going to be a wrestling spectacular.